one winner to come over here and let you talk to them. Yeah, we did just discuss that my son Carson Burt better come over here and talk to his mother, or he's going to be 20 lashes with a wet noodle. But yeah, how often would you get a chance to be interviewed by an Olympic medalist?
I would think these guys would be all over it.
I think so.
Not talking to me, but just talking.
No, they're boys. They grunt.
And I used to do the girls, and it's just so funny because they were always just lined up in front of the table. They knew they were going to be on TV, and that was, they'd comb their hair and all this. And it's just unusual for me that all these, great swimmers are walking just right by us.
All right, so we are in heat 1 of 4 for the 500 freestyle. Right now in lane 1 from McNick, we have Philip Miller. In lane 2 from Oakwood, Rylan Quigley. Lane 3, Carter Caldwell from Bellbrook, a sophomore. Lanes 1 and 2 are both freshmen. In lane 3 from Wyoming, another freshman, Connor Moore. Lane 5, Jake Pearson from Indian Hill. Lane 6, Matthew Keaty from Chaminade-Julienne. Lane 7, Zach Hullett, freshman from Bellbrook. And in lane 8, another freshman from Springfield Northwestern, Drew Blazer. Last year, the final qualifying time for state in this event was a 5:02:55. Most of these gentlemen come into this meet right now with seat times at about 5:29, 5:30. And this race changes, the strategy for this race changes throughout the course of the swim. And it's the swimmer who has enough gas left in the tank to be able to kick it in the final couple of lengths that usually pulls it out.
Sometimes it's hard when you're in this event and you dive in, that you have to get to that pace immediately. You want to hold that for like the first 200, and then you start picking it up from there. And fortunately, we've got nothing but a line of coaches in front of us the swimmers can all see very clearly as they give their signals and wave their heat sheets and things to get their attention, and some of them are more talented with whistling. Couldn't do that.
Talented or annoying, depends on how you look at it.
Exactly.
Or listen to it. Yeah, this is 20 laps.
And people think it's kind of easy that those who are breathing predominantly on, like, let's say your left side, depending on where you are in the pool, and you've got to look the other side, you just think it's as easy as turning your head. It's really not when you want to keep doing that, unless you do it all the time. But
when you got your cadence down,
it looks a lot easier than.
Right, because the one thing with swimming that's difficult to pick up is how strenuous it is. It's you're in the water, it looks like a nice cool place to be, but that's not what's happening.
That's not what's happening underwater.
For a lot of these swimmers in these early heats of every one of these events, this is their goal meet. And, we focus a lot on making it to state, which of course is very important. But there's a lot of kids out there in the water who've been working just as hard, and their real personal accomplishment is making it this far, as they come from all over the southwest corner of Ohio to be here at Miami University and have the honor of having earned a spot in this competition.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to understand if somebody in this first or second heat may drop, maybe 2 seconds or something, but this is their state meet, and that's their best time for the season, and that's we're very proud of that. It's a very nice goal that they have, and it just gives foresight to what they need to do down the road.
Mm-hmm. Learning their experience, and these are mostly freshmen and sophomores. And so they'll be the contenders in the final heats as they mature.
You'll see the lap counters now have a bright day glow orange on them. That's signaling that this is their last turn going into the finish. And they also had a bell lap at the last 50, which, FYI, it's hard to hear. Don't hear.
It was easier to hear when it was a gun.
I've been known to continue after 500.
All right, that was Zach Hullett.